God was giving me his heart and showing me what he felt for others, and he gave me this vision of someone poor putting their hands out like this, and that they were sad and they needed food and money, and then someone coming up to them and spreading the gospel and telling them about God. And as I was explaining this, I was crying, and I had no idea why I was crying. It was kind of weird, but yeah, and it was, and then eventually you told me that it was God showing me his heart but for others.
Yeah. And because you were like, I don't even know why I'm crying. I'm not sad, but you were feeling something, and all the boys in our cabin, they were all looking at you like, what's going on? What's happening to Elijah? What did you feel when you saw that vision?
Well, I felt like I should do that. I should tell other people about God and spread the gospel and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, how did that vision end? That you saw the man that was needy being lifted up. What happened?
Then they both walked away, and God had told me, I want you to be a leader.
Mm.
And at the end of camp, when we made the memorial rocks.
Yeah, we wrote what God is speaking to us on rocks.
Yeah, I wrote leadership, because I didn't want to forget that God had told me, I want you to be a leader.
Mm. And I remember on our drive home from camp, you were like, how do you do that? How do you start leading, right? And it turned out we had a immediate opportunity, because the very next day, VBS started.
Yes.
And so you kind of learned that true leadership is serving people.
Yeah.
What did you end up doing that week during VBS?
I was participating in VBS, but I was also helping out a little.
Yeah. What kind of things did you do?
I was helping out with my brother, because at one point he was really sad. Helping out, helping other people if they didn't know where to go, if they lost their group or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was also helping out with the soundboard, and my cousin Levi helped out too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then on Thursday, you actually got up and shared with all the 50 or so kids that were there what it means to become a Christian.
Yeah, and ask Jesus in your heart.
So I bet you didn't think that 1 week after, because it was the Thursday before that you knew God was calling you to be a leader, literally 1 week later, here you are standing in front of 50 kids, talking to them about Jesus. Was that pretty freaky?
Kind of, not, just a little bit.
Yeah. So how did it feel when, after you shared, 12 kids asked Jesus into their heart?
It was pretty cool that 12 kids came not knowing Jesus, and 12 kids left knowing Jesus.
Yeah.
That they would go to heaven.
Yeah. So, there's a whole bunch of awesome people at New Hope that are going to be, hearing you share this, and they know you just turned 11, but a lot of us get pretty freaked out when it comes to, even adults, we get freaked out about sharing Jesus with people, because we feel like, well, what if I don't know what to say, or I don't know the right words? What would you tell them?
Just pray and ask God to give you the strength to speak out whatever you need to speak out. Ask God to give you the strength to share what God has done in your life, or what God has done. If you want God to talk to you, or you want God to do cool stuff in your life or stuff like that, just going to church, and you can't just think you're gonna go to heaven just because you go to church and you read the word and stuff like that. You have I've asked Jesus into my heart, and I know I'm gonna go to heaven, because I used to think just going to church, I'm gonna go to heaven because I go to church. No, that's Jesus in your heart. So
Yeah, that's what I did. And it's really cool because when you have Jesus in your heart, you can talk to God and God can talk to you, and it's really cool. We all make mistakes all the time, and we need, like, we need God to forgive our sins.
Explode and bring the dead to life.